Living my Arsenal, yo. Bare EPL
Sick
shit.
weekend.
Nah, yo, it's not that sick. It's not that sick.
He's just saying that because Arsenal lost.
Yo, it's okay.
And he thought the referees were a bit unfair.
Yo, it's actually pretty cold here. But like, whatever. Fuck. So, the City game. Freaking 6-3. It could have been like 10-10. Apparently, Manchester City are the new Manchester United now. You know, they're instead of bidding on players, they're bidding on referees and officials and freaking goal line technology. They probably bought that too. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Bentner's goal, he scored against City. That should show you how shit both teams' defenses were. Like, if one person got the ball, they just run all the way down to the other guy's box, and that was pretty much the whole game. First goal, Theo Walcott. Everyone's like he's the king of deflection goals. Whatever, yo. It was his first game back, first start in a while. So like, let's just give him credit for that. Then second goal, Theo Walcott. That was classy. That was almost as classy as Chamak's goal, but you know it's not still up to that level. But then third goal, Per Mertesacker, showing the leader that he is. He runs all the way up there, even though we have no chance of winning. But apart from the Arsenal goals, we pretty much got Fernandinho'd. His first goal came in that game for Manchester City, and the second goal also came in that game. At the end, that's the main talking point of the whole game. At the end, the Ozil thing, everyone's just blowing the whole thing out of proportion. Like, okay, if you saw the City tunnel cam that they put on their YouTube channel, they basically, like, you see that Giroud and I think it was Flamini, whatever. They're in the tunnel way before Ozil gets there, and freaking Santi Cazorla, you see him like laughing with all the Manchester City players, like he doesn't even give a shit. And then Ozil comes like after like quite a while. He comes in, and everyone's like, the only reason anyone's talking about it, the only reason I'm talking about it right now is because the way Mertesacker like reacted to the situation. Like he freaked out and everything. But like, let's be honest. Look, if you were playing for Liverpool, right, and you guys played like shit, like, wouldn't you feel ashamed to go up to the fans like after the game, like, yeah, we played like shit, yeah, it's all good, like? No,
but it's out of respect because the fans traveled to see you.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah,
even if you screw up, even if you have a bad game, like an off game.
Yeah, it's not
like Arsenal has many off games. This is like the first, like. Was this before or after Napoli?
Yeah, I get the fact that it's like for the fans, like, yo, you guys like traveled all the way for us, like, you know.
Especially for Arsenal because the tickets are so expensive.
I know, it's ridiculous, but whatever. Like, I get where he's coming from. Okay, it just shows that he's upset, that like, and that just shows like every single thing, like the Mertesacker reaction, the Jack Wilshere like flipping off the City fans, the Ozil thing, like, it just shows that they actually play for the love of the game. They don't play for the money. They don't play for anything else. They just want to do well. And he was just upset. And like the fact that I'm talking about it is just like it's unwanted attention. It's nothing. And like Arsene Wenger said, like, those guys will settle it amongst themselves. Like Thierry Henry said, he said that's absolutely nothing to me. That's exactly what he said, because it's a pretty simple thing. And everyone's like going on and on about it, but whatever. We lost 6-3. Shit happens. 2 points lead, a 2-point lead, and we have to get our first win against Mourinho in 9 days, I think. Quite a while to rest. So you know what, Koi.
So moving on to the Liverpool game against Tottenham.
Yes, yo.
I was nervous. I was nervous for that game. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that it would be much different. I thought we would draw 1-1, 2-2, even 0-0. I didn't think we'd actually like go out there. Yeah, especially it's an away game also, right?
Yeah, because Tottenham are a pretty, boring and shit team at the same time.
I feel that the first goal, which was Suarez, obviously, really set the game in motion for Liverpool as a team, because we are missing Gerrard, we're missing Sturridge.
Yeah, it's like Arsenal, like they're missing everyone and they do so well, and now they're getting all their players back and they're doing bad.
Exactly, and the fact that Suarez was named captain for the game really made him step up his game today to really lead the team to a victory.
Yeah, told everyone how to bite, and how to dive and all that stuff. It's pretty good.
It's a really old joke. Anyways, and then the next goal was Henderson. And that was a beauty. It was a half volley. It was after 2 tries actually. Suarez kicked it. It was Henderson first who missed. Suarez missed. It fell for Henderson again, and he half volleyed it into the near post. It was beautiful.
His mouth is so big though.
Yeah, it is. He does have a big mouth. And then Flanagan score the third goal
What a
off
beauty,
the half
yo.
volley. That was the goal of the match
What
for
a
me.
beauty.
Half volley off the
Yo, I
top of the
think-
crossbar down into the bottom of the net.
Yo, screw strikers. Arsenal should just buy Flanagan. You know, he's like the main player of Liverpool right now. He's driving them forwards.
He's one of the hardest working on the pitch all the time. All the time. And then Suarez chips Lloris for the fourth goal.
Yo, friggin' best. Like, why is he? Yo, he's rated like 90 in FIFA, right? Like, he's ridiculous. I don't even know why he's so good. Like, ever since he came to Tottenham, he's become like he's just gone downhill.
Fifth goal, which was well deserved. Raheem Sterling scored it, and unlike the past two games he played like crap. Like, he had the pace to get around, but he never had the finishing touch to it. But today he actually showed more potential, and he had the goal to show it. So today was a great result, considering the fact that next week on Wednesday we have City away, and then on Saturday or Sunday we have Chelsea away.
Yo, that game is in 10-10. The City and Liverpool fan. Yo, I'll be Liverpool game. I'll be surprised. Cause it's like both teams have so many goals in them. It's ridiculous.
So really, this is an important 3 points. And next week, Cardiff at home at Anfield is also a really important game, because we need 3 points out of that, because the next two games are away at two really tough teams who are also contending for top 4 positions.
Yo, I actually don't know who I want to win in that game though. Liverpool and City.
Or Chelsea, because they're all right behind you within 3 points.
Well, we're playing Chelsea, so at least we won't.
Still though, unless you draw like.
Mourinho, man, I hate that guy so much. All right, so
one thing I got out of this weekend was that this is the most interesting league, most competitive.
Wow, you just got that now?
No, listen, man. Because the next couple of weeks are going to be crazy.
Yeah, fuck. It's like
Man U, Tottenham are going to be playing the next couple of weeks.
You played like 3 games, like Tottenham, City, and Chelsea. You're playing in like this weekend.
A span of 2 weeks, yeah.
And then we played like City and Chelsea and Everton and Napoli. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? And then United is just playing shit teams and getting shit results.
United win 3-0 today against Aston Villa, and I think they're going to win the champions.
Yo, they're definitely top 4 quality. You know?
Definitely, but the one major problem is that on Saturday we play Cardiff, on Wednesday we play City, then on Saturday or Sunday again we play Chelsea. That's 3 games within a span of 8 days. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, like, yo, you know how people say that, oh, it doesn't matter who the team is, like, we ought to go there to win, we can't take it lightly and whatever. But, like, I feel like you can't help that. Like, you're playing Cardiff, and, like, if you compare it to City, obviously the mentality will change. Like, you're playing Cardiff, right? Yeah. And that's going to, like, mess it up, because you guys are on such a good run, and then, like, the Cardiff game comes up, and then your mentality just drops, because, like, it's Cardiff, and then City comes, like, right after that. So I think that's going to be bad for you guys, but hopefully not, because I want City to lose. Like, they're like on cloud 9 or some shit. Alright, but Arsenal's striker problem, like, I feel like the only, like, Giroud, he's a good player. Like, Thierry Henry or whatever you want to call him, Henry loves him. Like, he says that he can see it in his eyes and everything, that he wants to be the guy to lead Arsenal. But, like, he's doing a complete solo job. Like, there's no one to back him up. Obviously, like, knowing Wenger, he's going to think that Theo Walcott is going to be back up and Podolski is going to be back up. He wants to give Sonogo a chance. Obviously, he still believes in... Frimpong's a freaking CDM, bro. What the hell? Frimpong. But then, Bentner is also there, that he wants to give him another chance. But, hopefully, you know, we sell him to Real Madrid, because he deserves to go there. But... like, realistically speaking, if it was anyone other than Wenger, like, I'm pretty sure everyone thinks that we need another striker. And I've never wanted Lewandowski to come to Arsenal, because like, he's going to be the Van Persie to Chamak, or the Van Persie to Arshavin. Like, they were really good until Van Persie came back, and then, like, their careers just died. And I feel like if Lewandowski comes back, that's going to happen to Giroud. So he's going to be like the next, like, Chamak or whatever. But there's no reason for us not to bid for him. He's a world-class player. He's going to be sold for free next summer, and so they're probably going to, you know, want him to go in January to at least cash in a bit and get another striker while they can. So there's no reason to not go for him, especially if he's going to, like, Chelsea or City. If he does that, we're all screwed. So, I feel like there's no reason not to go for him, even if it means, like, Giroud being sidestepped or being benched or whatever. But like I'm still saying like he's being inconsistent. We're lucky to have him. He's such a hard-working player.
I
But
don't understand why you want to go to Chelsea if you put on the bench anyways.
yeah, like he's probably gonna be another like Torres or
No, it's not even
or
that.
Shevchenko.
Well, yeah, they buy Ba, they buy William. They barely play William, barely play Ba.
Yeah, what was it? He like 30 million?
Yeah, they spend so much money on these players. They never play them.
They have so many strikers. They have like 5 like full like proper strikers that they just don't know how to use.
And they put their best strikers out on loan.
Yeah.
So
Ridiculous.
I can't see him.
Yo,
going
but
to
hey,
Chelsea.
yo, we're getting Barcelona striker Tony Sanabria, 15 years old. Yo, he's very gonna cover up for Giroud.
And Liverpool are going to get Montoya from Barcelona, probably.
How old is he?
I have no idea.
Is he like a youngster? Or?
I'm pretty sure he's young. I think he's young.
And then the whole Pato thing, like Corinthians are saying that they want to hear offers for Pato. Like I don't know if you guys want Pato or not, but I think he'd be sick. He'd be a nice, like maybe like Arsene can like bring him back from the dead. Like he was such a promising player. Then he got injuries and everything. He got sidelined, and now he's just not the same. He's very injury prone, and we already have like a huge injury list. So like I don't know. I feel like we should get him because he's just a different kind of player. But at the same time, like Giroud is what works with this team. So I want another Giroud at the same time. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna like wait for Arsene to wait out the whole January transfer window and then react on the last day. Get some panic buys and do his thing. So I feel like Arsenal only has a striker problem. What about you? What's the deficiency in your
About Liverpool?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say today our midfield had any problems because we dominated the midfield, but a lot of times when Liverpool have their off games every couple of weeks, because that's what usually happens, we always give up possession in the midfield. So one thing that Liverpool really need to work on is holding possession in the midfield because that's what worked for them today. That's why they won 5-0. Because their midfield was strong, especially going forward and feeding Suarez and the likes of Coutinho. So whenever we have off games, we're always off because our midfield isn't holding. And one thing that really held our midfield today was Lucas, who was filling in for Gerrard, and he was really good defensively. He blocked so many shots today, and even going forward, feeding Coutinho, feeding Henderson, feeding Sterling, he was a really good holding midfielder, like in replacement for Gerrard, and that's why we really dominated today. But one thing we have to work on is not having off games every couple of weeks. Like against Hull City, we had a really bad off game. 4 weeks before that, we played Southampton, we had an off game. We had an off game against Arsenal. So the one thing we really have to work on is midfield, in my opinion.
So have you guys been like linked with any midfielders over the past few weeks? Because obviously January's coming up and all like Daily Mirror, Telegraph,
Well, the thing
all
is,
these
it's all
people are
rumors.
just
It's all
making-
rumors. There's
yeah.
nothing set. In
Yeah,
yet.
they all they do is like put 2 and 2 together. Like, this guy said he wants to leave. Arsenal's looking for this player, this kind of player. He must be going to Arsenal. Like that's what they do for all their
Exactly.
stories. It's so unreliable. I feel like striker is not the only problem that we have. Because if Koscielny goes out, like okay, if we're resting any one of our 2 center backs, like if Per Mertesacker goes out, then Koscielny has to be like out of position, and that usually never works out because Vermaelen plays in his position. And then if we rest Koscielny, then Vermaelen and Mertesacker don't really play well together. So like, and then people don't really regard Vermaelen as a really top player. Like he's a good player, I'm not gonna lie, but again, like if we have one injury in our center back position, the best option we have is like Sanya out of position, and then we play Jenkinson in Sanya's position. So I think we're a bit like we lack a player in especially in the center back position. So I think if we don't get a striker in, we at least should try to get a center back because we only have Vermaelen, and then after Vermaelen we have out of position players playing them.
Mm-hmm. But because Rodgers has barely played Agger, and considering the fact that he is our vice captain, there's a lot of eyebrows being raised at the possibility that he could leave Liverpool in January.
To Agger?
Yeah. I know Barcelona want him, Napoli want him.
You're gonna lose a good-looking player, yo.
He's pretty good looking, and I'm getting his kit, so
He better not leave in January.
I have a legit question. Like, do you think that players leaving, like, not leaving, like getting injured, does that help the team? Because, like, I feel like all of our players, now that they're coming back, like, it's disrupting our whole flow. Like, cause
Well, it depends how long a player's out for, right?
no, but like for example, we weren't playing, like, we couldn't play Walcott. We can't play Podolski.
Well, they were out for so long.
Yeah, no, and that's what I feel like that's what helped us like find our proper like team that we can play with, because now we have all these players coming back, and now we have to like shuffle and see what works again, and then that's completely like disrupting our flow of the whole thing, because now we have to see if Walcott fits in, and then we have to try him out for a few games and all that stuff, and I feel like they're amazing for depth. But if something's working, like, don't change it around. Like, don't fix it if it's working. So,
Well, we didn't have that problem with Suarez when he was banned for 10 games.
yeah.
He fit right back in.
Because it's Suarez, it was like, you don't have that problem with world-class players. But anyway, is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
Alright, next week, you know, we got a 9-day break. We have to beat Mourinho for the first time. Like, there's no other option. And I hope you guys, wait, you guys have Hull?
Cardiff.
Yeah, Cardiff. So, who does City have?
City.
I don't even know.
I don't
Fuck
know who
it.
City
Let's
is.
just hope they lose. I don't even.
They're not gonna lose.
Alright, anyway. Please.